Welcome to. No, we're gonna start over.
He doesn't want to say O's. No. Just say it. Just start. We didn't actually say it. Go ahead. They're watching. They're liking the awkwardness.
Welcome to. Go ahead.
You still have to say it.
Oh no.
Welcome to
Exes.
And O's.
See, you do it so much better.
No, you just like saying it.
That's weird.
Oh, you know what else is weird? Being gone for 2 months after starting this channel.
Yeah.
But I have to say that I am very good at accidents. I have some broken fingers.
She's quite prone.
You are too. Do not even. He's worse than I am.
I've never had a finger buddy on though, so.
It's called a finger buddy. So stupid.
Never had one of those.
And then I had the eye infection that it's still not 100% gone yet, but that was fun.
Just got rid of the patch. The eye patch.
The parrot's still here. That's in the other room. The peg leg too. Thought I'd keep that for Halloween.
We're gonna dress her up as a pirate.
Apparently.
We are.
Against my will. I don't know what that means. Anyway, if you've forgotten or you need a refresher or you're new here, we're kind of new here still. Yeah. I'm Natasha.
I'm Paul.
And we are divorced people. Of each other. What?
Yeah.
Of each other?
I mean, yeah.
We used to be married.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah. Both of us.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Yeah.
And we thought we'd do YouTube together. Because hey, when you're divorced, what else can you do?
I mean, you could do a lot of other stuff, but this was definitely an interesting route to take.
Yep. And I want to just thank him especially because Paul is exhausted. Paul works a lot of long hours, which is another reason why we haven't been here. Yeah, he gets some of the blame too. Mm-hmm. But he does. He works long hours, 12 hours usually. But today, what did you do? Like 14 hours, 15 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So he's not high, everyone in the comments who keeps saying that. He's just exhausted.
Off of the pain in the butt job to the enjoyable job.
That's the
So here we are.
Yeah. So, but this episode is one I'm really excited. Perfect time of the year to come back with this one of all episodes. So Paul knows nothing about this. We're almost at Bonfire night. I can't wait. Yeah. And so you love the movie V for Vendetta.
I do.
Yeah, I love it too.
I've seen it so many times, and I used to have the mask.
I know.
But I do not know where it is no more. So.
We tried to get one from the Halloween store, and they didn't have any. They're like sold out. Weird.
Yeah.
Well, they actually didn't have any in the store anymore. But anyway, so this video we're going to watch is the same one I watched on the Natasha and Debbie show. Oh, guys, if you, by the way, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing. It's free.
Very free.
Yeah.
The freest thing you could ever do.
You're really tired. This will wake you up, I promise. You'll find this intriguing as hell, I promise.
I don't doubt that.
It's really fun. So it's one of my favorite videos. The same one I watched on the Natasha and Debbie show like 4 years ago, I think. Wow. Yeah.
That long ago?
I think so. Yeah. It's the story of the V for Vendetta mask has to do with a guy named Guy Fawkes. And that is first of all, let me stop. Sorry. What is the title of this video we're going to watch?
Disturbing Origin of Bonfire Night and Guy Fawkes Day.
I've never heard of Guy Fawkes Day, and I'm pretty sure that's not really a thing. I think that's just what the American who did this video called it. It's called Bonfire Night. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that's the 5th of November. If you remember at the beginning of that movie, remember the 5th of November? Yeah, that's something that you'll see in the video.
Or he's like in the news studio, I believe,
I can't remember the movie, actually. But that's when they celebrate Bonfire Night. So think of the 4th of July, July 4th, whatever you want to call it, all of our fireworks in the UK on November 5th.
Okay.
Let's just start off there. But there is a reason and a really crazy, insane story of truth, of history that led to this. And that is what you're going to find out today.
Awesome.
You're going to love this.
I don't doubt I will.
I'm excited.
I'm looking forward to this.
And now you get to finally understand what that mask is about.
Sweet. And now I'm definitely going to go buy another one then, I'm sure, after this.
He will.
Remember the 5th of November.
Also the 12th, because that's my birthday. P.O. Box in the description below. Hi.
I love that for you.
Also, don't forget that either.
Okay.
Gunpowder treason and plot. For I see no reason why the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. If you've seen V for Vendetta, you've heard that rhyme before. But did you know there's more to the poem? It goes on to tell the story of one of the most ambitious assassination attempts in history. A caper that came so close to wiping out an entire government that it sparked a national holiday. You heard of the 4th of July, Cinco de Mayo, and Bastille Day. They're all patriotic celebrations of governmental overthrow. But what if that never happened in your country? What do you celebrate? The answer is Bonfire Night, sometimes called Guy Fawkes Day. With hot dogs, alcohol, fireworks, bonfires, and fairs, it's a hell of a lot of fun every November 5th. But there's one part that hints at its darker past, when a straw man effigy is tossed on the bonfire to burn to ashes. To find the origin of the holiday, you have to go back in time some 600 years. It all stems from Henry VIII, who required that everyone in England convert to Protestantism, just so he could get Anne Boleyn between the sheets. The knock-on effect of that was years of religious conflict between Catholics and Protestants. 70 years and one Queen Elizabeth later, James of Scotland is the new crowned head of the still Protestant United Kingdom. But some of the old lords are still Catholic at heart and want to see it go back that way. The name most people associate with the events of the Gunpowder Plot is Guy Fawkes, but he's really just the trigger man. The mastermind was Robert Catesby, a prominent noble and ancestor of Jon Snow on Game of Thrones, also known as Kit Harington, who actually played Catesby in a recent adaptation about the events.
That is a phenomenal series, by the way. Yep. You want to watch it after this?
Oh, Kit is... I love Kit.
Yeah, he's related to him.
Yeah.
And it's a great series. I watched it about 2 years ago, and I was really surprised how good it was.
I'm about ready to... I've been thinking about starting Game of Thrones all over again. Oh. I love it. They need to give him his own prequel or something.
I'm telling you, he's phenomenal in this. And the fact that he's related to the actual guy that he's playing is crazy cool.
That's awesome.
Isn't it?
That is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Kit.
We'll watch this together. You'll love it.
Catesby put together a crack team of leaders, fighters, and explosive experts, Ocean's 11 style, all for one of history's biggest capers. To kill the King of England and every member of Parliament and put the 9-year-old princess on the throne as a new puppet ruler of a Catholic state headed by the conspirators. The snag? The king and both houses of the UK's government never meet in the same place at the same time. Well, almost never.
That King James might be the one you might know from the Bible. He's the one that had it, put into English.
And no matter how many times I've watched V for Vendetta, I always forget that it's the Parliament or the government or whatever he's going after. I always forget.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. I can't remember anything about it. It's been a long time. So yeah, this is basically like taking our U.S. Capitol building with the president inside and everybody, Yeah. That's the plan, right?
See, on 7th February in 1605, everyone would gather together in the House of Lords in London for the official state opening of England's Parliament, including the king and most of the royal family. The plan? Blow it all up. Using a house in London, barrels of gunpowder would be smuggled into the city. Then each night, it would be rowed across the Thames and put into a rented room next door to the Parliament. And if this sounds impossible, remember that London wasn't always the bustling metropolis that it is today. But then came the hard part. They would need to dig a tunnel all the way to the House of Lords, past shops, houses, and lots of little old ladies with nothing to do but put their noses in things. But even if they got there, they couldn't exactly hide barrels of gunpowder under butt cushions. The digging was going well, but then they started to hear noises in the tunnels. Someone else was down there. Fawkes was sent out to investigate. It turned out to be a little old lady clearing her supplies out of a leased basement space, the exact basement that the conspirators were tunneling towards. In a brilliant stroke of chance, they were able to rent the exact location they were trying to plant their bombs. It's a good thing that a healthy dose of money can solve most problems. Luckily, the House of Lords was converted from a palace built in the old style, with a massive undercroft beneath the main building used to store firewood and supplies. Years of palace life had left it full of broken bits, odds, and ends. So a few more dirty barrels wouldn't go amiss.
That's crazy.
Guy Fawkes was a
How long would that have taken?
I don't know. A long time. I would think a long time.
I mean...
I've forgotten a lot of these details myself.
It's a well laid out plan, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, if you think about it, how can it go wrong at this point?
Yeah. I couldn't have been that patient. No.
Yeah. It kind of reminded me of Shawshank Redemption there for a minute.
Yeah.
I was getting those vibes.
Yeah.
When he said Ocean's 11 style earlier, I'm like, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. But is that not crazy? The way
that is
right there.
Yeah.
So Interesting to see how this doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
Intrigued?
I am very.
I knew you would be.
So a few more dirty barrels wouldn't go amiss. Guy Fawkes was a proper hard man, a Yorkshire boy who'd spent 10 years working as a mercenary for Catholic armies in the Netherlands and Spain, making himself such an expert in war, he even picked up a foreign moniker, Guido Fawkes.
I saw
And as
that
the
earlier.
man had
Guido.
saltpeter in his veins, he was put in charge of the explosives for the plot. For this job, he reckoned 20 barrels ought to do it. By his figuring, he'd take out the basement, the chamber, the walls, and then blow the roof off for good measure.
Damn.
But when he saw the massive undercroft, he put in 16 more, making it an even 2.5 tons to do the deed. Turns out,
Pyro.
it was more
20's
than
not
enough.
enough.
This is pretty cool. Check this out.
Wow.
So what?
But there was a complication. A bad batch of plague hit London. The opening of Parliament was postponed to July, but then things got worse and it was pushed back again, this time to 5th November. The conspirators started getting squirrely. An anonymous letter had been given to the friend of a member of the House of Lords, telling him to lay low and not to come to the opening of Parliament. Someone was having an attack of conscience. With their names on the leases around Parliament and a big pile of bang in the basement, it wouldn't
Pile
take a
of bang.
genius to connect 1 and 2. And to make it worse, the wait and the long, wet London weather spoiled the powder, and it all had to be replaced. Somehow they managed it without being noticed, and to keep people from sniffing around, they piled firewood and coal over top of it, disguising it in the basement. Word got back to the conspirators that a letter had been sent out. They were blown, but Parliament was still happening, and they were in too deep to back out now. And with a fast boat waiting in the harbor, all they needed was to put a torch to tinder and hightail it to the continent if it went south. So Catesby and the rest headed for the Midlands, armed to the teeth. When the powder went off, they'd start a revolt and set themselves at the top. Guido Fawkes took a pocket watch off one of them before they left, set his fuses for the opening ceremony, and found himself a comfortable spot in the dark cellar beneath Parliament. But what they didn't count...
I had no idea gunpowder could go bad.
Because it's wet.
Yeah. No idea.
I never thought about it, but.
That would have absolutely sucked.
Mm-hmm. They had no problem getting it back, though. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. That explosion they were showing before, I guess that was supposed to be the equivalent of
I
what.
think so. I think that was a recreation
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah. Oh,
Which
interesting.
would have went
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
down on was the king. The letter reached James of England on Friday, 1st November, and he wasn't about to ignore it. His own dear old dad had been blown to bits by a gunpowder assassination, so he wasn't taking any chances. He sent his men to search Parliament. They turned up nothing. All they found was a serving man and a bunch of coal. Feeling the pressure on him, Fawkes put on his hat, cloak, and spurs, ready to hit the road and ride as soon as the fuses were lit. He timed them out. Slow matches burn at 1 foot per hour, and Parliament opened at 8. So at midnight, he snipped off 8 foot of cord and ran it to the barrels, then lit his lantern to make ready. But a light appeared in the stairs to the undercroft. Armed guards with torches surrounded Fawkes. He was nicked. And being a good Catholic boy, he went quietly and didn't even blow the gunpowder. After all, it was a fair cop. When they asked him what he was about, he didn't even lie. He laid it plain and true. To blow up the king in Parliament. Those words sparked a hunt across the nation. The king knew Guido Fawkes couldn't have acted alone, but he wasn't talking, and a life-on campaign had left Guido Fawkes tough as nails. The king needed whatever the man knew, now. So he agreed to put the question to him properly, with manacles on the rack. To everyone's astonishment, he lasted 2 full days before he broke. And before you call the man a snitch, take a look at his signature on the day he was captured.
Jeez.
And then after 2 days of torture.
Ugh.
Word got out fast. Catesby and his merry band in the north raided an arms warehouse at Warwick Castle, intent on arming a sympathetic mob, but nobody showed up. And then, just to add insult to injury, it started to rain. Hoping someone might eventually join them, they decided to dry some powder by the fire just in case. It literally blew up in their faces. Blinded and humiliated, they resolved to wait for the king's men at Holbeck House. The sheriff of Worcestershire obliged them with 200 men, and opened up on their hideout with a volley of gunfire on the morning of 8th November.
Yeah.
4 of them were killed in the opening volley, including Catesby. 4 more, though, survived to face the king's justice, a fate none of them were looking forward to. After 10 weeks of spirited interrogation, anyone who had ever even talked to the men had been pulled in for questioning. The time had come to dispense justice. The head interrogator wrote it down as, quote, hung to death halfway between heaven and earth as unworthy of both, their genitals to be cut off and burnt before their eyes, and their bowels and heart then removed. They would then be decapitated,
That's crazy.
and the dismembered parts of their bodies displayed and left for crows. On a cold day in late January, they were led to the gallows to begin. Crowds had gathered to watch. Guy Fawkes was made to mount the steps first, but he wasn't about to give them the pleasure of a show. When they went to slip the noose around his neck, he threw himself head first from the scaffold, breaking his own neck, and robbing the assembled of their sport. But they hung and quartered his corpse anyway, just for good measure. Keyes, another conspirator, tried the same trick, but he ended up dangling and kicking on the rope. So they cut him down and led him to the quartering block, still alive. The 3 remaining men were castrated, disemboweled, and then cut up while still conscious. Their parts sent to the edges of the empire as a warning.
God, England!
To celebrate the occasion, the Parliament reconvened and passed
I'm sure we all
Thanksgiving
partook
Act,
in that.
creating an annual church
Everywhere.
celebration with sermons and prayers on 5th November, marked with bells, bonfires, and fireworks. Old clothes were stuffed with rags and newspapers and fitted with a mask, an effigy, sometimes a...
So...
I said, God, England. I did. Like, jeez.
I mean, the torture, that's terrible.
Don't try that.
Quite terrible.
Yeah,
so,
that's pretty violent. Graphic.
The mask is just a resemblance of his face then, I take it.
Yeah.
So, he didn't wear a mask.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Did you think that?
No, I actually did. I did. I thought he did.
Nope. He probably should have.
Yeah.
Probably when he got caught. Yeah. It's just again, a guy who is going against the government, to overthrow it, essentially.
Yeah.
Clothes were stuffed with rags and newspapers and fitted with a mask, an effigy, sometimes a fox, that children then threw into the bonfire that Fawkes managed to escape. A tradition that continues even today, all to celebrate the day that England wasn't blown up. So the next time you're in Britain on the 5th of November, spare a penny for the guy, and a thought for the bonfires waiting on him. And as always, remember the 5th of November. Gunpowder treason and plot. For I see no reason why gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. Guy Fawkes, 'twas his intent to blow up the king and the parliament, 70 barrels of powder below, poor old England to overthrow. By God's providence he was catched, with a dark lantern and a burning match. So holler boys, let the bells ring, and holler boys, God save the king.
That was quite interesting.
Not what you expected, was it?
No. That was very different than what I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because maybe I just haven't seen it in a while, but I thought he actually succeeded in the movie.
Nope. Well, the movie's not about Guy Fawkes, right? It's a current modern day kind of thing, him going off of something. But
right. They're always very liberal with what they do in the movies.
Yeah, and it wasn't even about Guy Fawkes. It was just him wearing the mask and trying to be kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
And like you learned from this, which I forgot about it, Robert Catesby was more of the guy that actually did everything, not Guy Fawkes.
Right.
Guy Fawkes was, again, the trigger man, as he put it. But yeah, it's pretty hardcore stuff, wasn't it?
It really is, yeah.
So Bonfire Night, again, lots of fireworks, celebrations. It's like July 4th here. And I know a lot of friends in England that don't like it for the same reasons we don't like fireworks here too sometimes. Veterans with PTSD, dogs that are afraid. Tyson was terrified of fireworks. So not a huge fan of that. I know that starts probably towards the end of October, doesn't it, guys? We did a video too of watching, I think it's called Lewis. I think it was Lewis in England. They have the most insane, this is a picture right here of some of the stuff that they do. And it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What is, I was going to say, I thought that looked like something, the Day of the Dead. like something Spanish or something. But
oh yeah,
then
there's a picture
I read the
here
title.
of a thumbnail of a different video for Bonfire Night, and it's different places in England that have done things, and there's some crosses and things like looks like they're burning, but no, that's it. They have barrels and stuff like they'll wheel down the road that are on fire. It's like it's insane. It's a crazy, crazy celebration, but yeah.
And I never knew about this until now.
Yeah,
never, ever.
Hey, welcome to Exes and O's. This is the part where we go, oh.
Yeah.
Now, do you look at that mask a little bit differently?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I want another one. I still want another one. I'm going to order
Next
another one.
Next episode, Paul will be sitting here wearing the mask. The Guy Fawkes mask. Now it's not the V for Vendetta mask. It's the correct Guy Fawkes mask.
Guy Fawkes. I love that last name.
And if you love this episode, please hit that like button. Again, consider subscribing.
Yeah.
I was really excited about sharing this with you.
I loved it.
I really, first time I watched it, like I said, I thought it was fascinating. You know, it just sounds crazy, right?
I don't know how I haven't come across that on the internet yet.
Yeah. Paul does watch a lot of YouTube. I don't.
Yeah. It's the best TV there is.
Well, no. The Exes and O's channel.
Well,
and the Natasha and Debbie channel.
Yeah. And then there's the rest of YouTube.
Yeah. What are you talking about? There's more YouTube? I don't know any more YouTube. Just this channel.
Yeah.
So that's it for us today. We are, again, thank you for being here with us. Sorry for the long breaks. I will, breaks. I said that last episode.
We're going to put our best effort forward to...
not break things.
Yeah. Keep her out of the hospital.
You too.
Yeah.
He was also there once as well. It's a long story.
Nothing serious.
Yeah. Well, you know.
So.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching Exes and
O's.
I just wanted to get him to say it again. We'll see you on the next episode. Thank you so much. And yeah, I got a good one for us next time, guys. I can't wait. They're all going to be good. So if you haven't subscribed, do it. There's so many great things coming up.
I can't wait either. And I have no idea what it's going to be.
I know. Only I do. But you'll see it the next time, right?
Till then.
Bye, guys.
Bye.